What is the Vishkar Corporation and why am I talking about them in the first place? Well, the introduction of a new character will typically be followed by the addition of an associated map. Take Ramatra and Shambhali Monastery for example in Season 3. So, given the prominence of Vishkar on Lifeweaver's origin story, it's likely they will have a hand in what comes next for the game. So, where do we begin? Well, the Vishkar Corporation is a multinational entity based in southern India. It is classified as a megacorporation, so think today's Microsoft, Google or Facebook, with fingers in many pies. Vishkar are known for their humanitarian efforts including housing, clean water and clinics. But they are most well known for their hard-light technology, the very same technology that powers Symmetra's abilities. Hard-light manipulation is trained to students at the Vishkar Architech Academy, which is where Symmetra and Lifeweaver both met as roommates. Hard-light technology has many applications, including construction and even defences in a combat setting, seen here as Symmetra's photon barrier. The Academy is seen as this pristine environment where the motto is uniformity is strength, which is a direct reflection of the company's vision. However, Lifeweaver referred to the Academy as lifeless given how perfect everything needed to be. Instead of pursuing hard light, Lifeweaver instead decided to focus on something called biolight, which is a living variation of hard light fused with plant life. Lifeweaver was shunned by his peers for taking an interest, and the Vishkar Corporation clamped down on its use yet claimed ownership, ultimately leading to Lifeweaver running away to the Atlantic Arcology, a self-sustaining scientific research centre in the middle of the Atlantic, which, by the way, could also be an option for the next map. There are a couple of additional references to this location in maps containing the Hyperloop stations, but other than that we don't know anything else. It may just be me, but I see this being very similar to the turtle floating city concept Pangeos. After the events of the Omnic Crisis, Vishkar began shifting its attention to rebuilding cities, focusing on areas where the inhabitants had been significantly displaced. One such example is the building of a new city called Utopia, which was built in India. After the founder of Vishkar died, things started to take a turn for the company, losing its once core values of helping society. For example, after winning a huge deal to reshape and gentrify the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, Vishkar began to impose curfews and even deploy sonic technology to keep the citizens in line. They also began exploiting the populace as a cheap labour force. Fortunately, a revolution was started by Lucio, whose father actually helped create the original sonic technology being used to control them, and was ultimately able to drive Vishkar from Rio. That's not to say the corporation has disappeared, definitely not. They are still heavily involved in the construction of several cities, including Roshani in India, where construction accidentally destroyed a statue of Aurora. Symmetra herself was asked to visit the city and repair both relations and the statue. These days the corporation has its eyes on the city of Oasis, which is currently under heavy influence from Helix Security. So to conclude, the Vishkar Corporation definitely plays a huge role in the world of Overwatch, but given the company's trajectory we could see them being a force to fear in the future. There are also a couple of options available for the new map. I explore this in greater detail in this video. But what do you think? Are Vishkar the good guys or not? And would you like to see a new map or environment modelled after them?